Hey, it's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk, and I want to take a quick spin today with the 2022 Nissan Frontier. I'm at a drive program, bunch of vehicles, and this was sitting here, so I thought, let's go for a spin. I've driven this powertrain before in 2019, but I haven't driven the new truck, the new complete truck. I've been a big fan of the Frontier over the years. I think they've done a great job positioning this truck right. It used to be really kind of inexpensive option. Now they've stepped it up. Now it is, to me, more of a true cut Tacoma competitor. The styling is much more rugged. I mean, it has definitely a stronger look to it. And the interior, I've been hit or miss on the Nissan interiors, but I think this is better. I'm liking the direction they're heading. I'll put some images on the screen, but I like this bigger screen here. I think that works really well, and it's blended in. It's not like it's separate. It's not like it's on top of the dash. It's not like they glued it in differently. It's part of that vehicle. Heated seats and stuff, the buttons, I think the buttons, reusable buttons like Nissan does, but they're better. To me, the shape's a little bit better. Everything feels a little more premium in this. I do have heated steering wheel. I do have the heated seats in this model. And the shifter, I mean, the shifter's a shifter. I think it's fine. There's no problems there. I like the storage room. I like the grab handles. They're kind of like pulling from the Bronco with its big grab handles there. And yeah, I think overall, they've stepped it up for sure. I think there's still, interesting placements for different things. I'm just kind of looking around. The air vents are all the same. I mean, it's fine. I have turned down 4-wheel drive. I do have a sunroof in here. I'm looking around while I'm driving. But yeah, so that's kind of the interior. Everything's, to me, it's a little more like Toyota, like with the knobs and buttons. It's not as grandiose as, say, a Grand, not Grand Wagoneer, but the Gladiator doesn't have that same kind of cool factor. It's just really usable, would be the good way to say it. Really usable, and this has got the really nice exterior, like dark green exterior color, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so I just wanted to do a quick kind of first drive take. I'm just at an event. I get 20 minutes driving this tops, and kind of like you would do as a test drive. And let's see, I got powered seats. I got power adjustable seats. I have a locking differential in a weird spot way down low to get to that, and the button's in a weird spot. I don't have adjustable pedals, which you don't need this in this. I do, decent second row seat. I'll get back there in a minute. And all right, I pulled over for a second. Let's check something out here. This is interesting. Total payload is only 1,020 pounds, so not very much payload there. That means if you have an adult each of the seats, you can't have much in the bed. Okay, let me move my bag over. Let's check out back row seating space. So there you go. I am 5'6". My seat's set up for me. I have a decent amount of room. I have, good amount of shoulder width. The seat's a little stiff because it's against the back here, but yeah, I don't have any concerns there, and plenty of headroom. So this could actually be, let's say, everyday daily driving for people back here, but you could get 4 people in the vehicle and not have a whole lot of concerns there. Okay, let's check out the bed real fast. I have a handle, dampened tailgate, which is nice. I have a plug here, and I have the rack system to secure loads and some LED lights. So, and probably a light up there and a chisel. So pretty good bed space there. And the tailgate doesn't weigh a whole lot, so nice. This typical mid-size truck as far as room in the bed. Not gonna have a lot of room, but it's gonna be enough for kind of venturing you're doing. Let's talk about one more thing, getting in and out. There's my headspace. So, getting out, getting in. Just a little bit. Not as bad as Tacoma, where I have to go like this and go around. So, yeah, and much better headroom space here. So, I think that's a big win here in this Nissan Frontier. So the powertrain is really good. Like I said, I've driven this powertrain before in 2019, and it's a pretty usable powertrain. I think it's a pretty good job on that. And I think the driving, I'm just kind of gauging the driving, that's what I really want to talk about, is that the steering's a little stiff, which is fine at low speeds, because you kind of want that. In higher speeds, I'm sure it lets off a little bit. It's fairly quiet in here, which is pretty important these days. Lots of road noise out there. Lots of, just in Manhattan, lots of road noise out there. Let's just say it like that. And so, yeah, I mean, pretty quiet, going up a hill a little bit. plenty of get and go. I mean, no problems there. It is interesting, they did not go turbo. Everybody else is going turbo. They did not do turbo. That's okay. Not everybody likes turbos. And it says 19.7 mile per gallon over the course of 473 miles. So I'll put the EPA numbers on here as well. But yeah, I mean, it feels a little stiff, but then it's not stiff when you're handling. I mean, there's not like it's real tight handling. I can move a little bit. The seats are pretty comfortable. Nissan always has done a great job on their seats. And visibility is pretty good. The windshield is pretty close to you, so I don't know how I look in the screen, but I feel like I'm right next to the camera. It's kind of the way I thought. I wish there was a driver's side grab handle. There's a passenger side one, but no driver's side grab handle. Always a big fan of that. I don't like grabbing the steering wheels. Old school mentality, I guess. But yeah. Yeah, you know, it just reminds me so much of the Tacoma. It looks similar to it, and it drives fairly similar to it. Although I will say this has got a better powertrain than the current generation Tacoma has. That one can be a little bit of a dog depending what you're doing. And the exhaust sounds okay. It's not a great exhaust note, but it's a 6-cylinder, so you don't really expect a whole lot. But yeah, I'm just kind of cornering through the valley here. We're outside of Golden, Colorado, and it's doing just fine. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely daily drive this. Easy to park, smaller size. I could see Nissan selling this pretty well. You know, it's going to be an interesting game. What happens if consumers are ready to spend more money on the Frontier because they hadn't in the past? In the past, the Frontier, like I said, been the inexpensive kind of model. So, are they ready? Is this are consumers ready to take that next step? I think I would be. I mean, I'd like to do as a consumer, I would see this as a great cross shop between this and the Tacoma. I mean, it just makes a lot of sense. There you go. There's kind of about 4 or 5 minutes of this. I don't want to talk too long, just a first drive. And kind of my thoughts on this 2022 Nissan Frontier PRO-4X. So for more, check this video out here. Website down below. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you down the road. I got to pay attention to driving here a little bit too. Windy roads in Colorado.